Hi, my name's Brad. My life has been a sci-fi film for the past 8 months, and this even extends out to my close friends and family as well. But over the last 21 days, I have been telling the world the craziest story you will ever hear. I'm doing that while I'm on a 40-day water-only fast, and I'm doing that for spiritual reasons and to just show you that I'm serious. Up to this point, I've lost 25.9 pounds, but we've covered a lot over these first 21 days. So I want to take a moment and kind of recap. This story is so much information. Every part of it is enormous information. But over the last few weeks, I've told you how we've learned to unlock DMT, which is the most powerful psychedelic on the earth. And opening that door has allowed us to access information that has uncovered hidden truths about this universe and how it works. Today, we're going to take a step back and kind of recap some of those and prepare for kind of what's coming next. So I am extremely experienced with DMT. I've done around 1,000 trips. I'm a business executive and consultant. I'm extremely educated. I've got multiple advanced degrees. I am not a typical hippie prior military. But when I discovered how to unlock DMT, it caused it to shift in how it interacted completely. And it opened the door to direct experiences with beings that are less DMT entities like you'd normally hear and more non human intelligence. And they have been described throughout human history in both religious and mystical traditions. We're talking about these same things. It's wild. But we can confirm that these are not random hallucinations. They are showing up every single time now, and the same beings are showing up for multiple people. They are intelligent, they are consistent, and they have been conveying divine knowledge that's verifiable, that aligns with ancient wisdom, but has also given us what could be some of the most important math equations in recorded history. We are not physicists and we need help evaluating them, but my dear friend has been having math equations show up in his mind ever since he figured out how to do this. It has shown us 58 quantum equations, and we are looking for physicists and advanced minds to help us evaluate them. We're smart, but not that smart. So every one of them would be a Nobel Prize if we can make them functional. So we've had some people already assess them, but needs a team. So these are all world changing level equations. But the connection between spiritual, the universe, the humans, UAP, NHI, the key to it all is consciousness. And all of this incredible information about the discoveries that have been happening to us right now and that show that we have no idea. They just continue to show that we have no idea what the mind is capable of and what the role psychedelics have played in our history and what that role will be in the future because it will be a part of it. There's no way. After finding out what we know, there's no way around it. So not only that, but we're being guided on how all of this stuff works, and this entire reality. We could be one of the first, if not the first, to be able to prove it, and not by your traditional means either, the coolest possible way. But after learning that the reason DMT is in all of us because that is the mechanism that allows us to connect with consciousness. And the more you have in you, the more of an antenna you are to perceive that dimension of reality. And it's bizarre. It's incredible, but wild and weird. Since all of this has started, I personally have seen 16 UAPs in the sky, and my friends and family have seen more. Like the current UAP whistleblower, like Jake Barber, they're showing that they can connect with NHI and UAP through consciousness, and we can confirm that is 100% true, completely possible. I have had direct physical contact with multiple non-human intelligence, and it has been the freakiest experience of my entire life. The craziest thing I've ever heard of that I know is real. But due to a major injury in the Navy, I lost the use of my left forearm and wrist. And so since that NHI contact, I now have full range of motion completely back in both wrists. My pinky and ring fingers, I have not been able to feel them since 2008. I had 4 surgeries on this arm that won't go back together. It's held together by plate and screws, but I have complete range of motion. The craziest thing. But I've now taught multiple friends how to do this. And 2 of my friends can see the guides that show up when they're on DMT and they can hear them when they're not. But my buddy the other day was in church and then getting a commentary from his guides on the validity of what the sermon is saying. It's crazy. But Before you ask, this has nothing to do with any mental health concerns or abuse. I am the only person in this group that has had an experience prior to this happening. Every other person had never tried it before. And it took me hundreds and hundreds of trips, thousands of hours of study, and an obscure knowledge base for me to have figured out what I did. And I've been able to show people how to get from never having done it to what I'm calling the point of gnosis within a week. The moment that you understand the truth, everything shifts. The most incredible thing to happen that I have ever heard of has been happening to us. And I am here to tell the world about it in hopes that our story gets the person that needs to hear it to hear it. Please share this video. This is something that's going to have a massive global impact that we do not yet understand. We just know it will be big. The experiences and these beings have also shown us the answer to some of the biggest questions that mankind has been asking for thousands of years. I have shown you in recent videos where to look to know what happens after you die. And I told you about the evidence that this isn't the only life that we live. Our souls are eternal. And the meaning of this life is for your soul to learn the lessons that it needs to learn so that it can become closer with God in that divine realm. You choose your life based on what you need to learn, and that earth is not the only place or dimension that you can choose. Earth is one of the hardest ones too. And you can choose not to believe me, and that is okay. It does not matter. You will not be able to deny this for long. Because something crazy is happening on this planet. But with everything that's been happening to us and the information we have been given, our group may be very well the group that breaks through all of the noise and shows everyone just how it all works. There is a DMT experiment that actually allows you to see how this universe was created. And that was just where the story started to take off. When I tell the entire story, people's heads start to pop off of it right about that point. And then it just doesn't stop. It gets crazier and crazier. And it's not stopping. The more people that I've shown how to do this, the information that we're getting is exponentially growing. Like every person has at least 2 guides that they can communicate with. It's insane. But we passed that halfway mark of the fast. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper. So I'm going to continue to tell the story of what has been happening and what we are being taught along the way. And I'm going to continue to connect the dots between what is happening to us now and how it correlates and validates even ancient texts, and will provide clarity on where that truth really is. Because I'm pretty sure we figured it out. We have uncovered some of the major issues in the past of mankind that makes it look like the real truth of how everything works has actually been known for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It was either a giant mistake or was deliberately changed to keep mankind from figuring out the key to this existence. And I'm also going to dig more into why this is happening to us right now. The most incredible thing to ever happen on this planet is happening right now. And it's fascinating to watch. And I will explain more about what this is happening and how you can tap into what is going on so that you can watch it too. We are at a pivotal moment, not just in my fast or my story, but in human history. This is all happening for a reason. The truths that we have been hidden and are coming to light, and we are reclaiming that knowledge that was kept from us for centuries. We are going to give this information to the world. This is the most insane thing that I have ever heard of, and that I know to be true. And if you've been following along on this journey, I hope you're awakening to something profound. Tomorrow, we'll have unravel some more mysteries. So please join me then. Please share. Let's get this story out to the world. Thanks.